All right, the tourney starts today. And if you want to see my personal bet record, you can do that right now by going to my homepage at brockpage.com. I'm currently 5-0 my last 5 college basketball tier package bets on brockpage.com. And the link for today's college basketball tier package bet is in the description section below. $1,000 bettors are up over $4,500 during that span. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to start with 16 versus 16. I'm talking about Texas A&M Corpus Christi versus Texas Southern. And that's going to be a 6:40 p.m. Eastern tip-off at the University of Dayton Arena. The Tigers of Texas Southern are -4 with the total at 135.5. Now, we are seeing some movement toward the Tigers in the early going here. Half a point move toward Texas Southern and a half a point move downward toward the under. Once again, Texas Southern opened 3.5 up to 4. Total open 136 down to 135.5. And even though the Tigers come into this contest as the favorite, they did fail to cover in 3 out of their last 5 ball games. Failures to cover against the likes of Prairie View and Alcorn State, just to name a few. When it comes to offensive production, the Tigers really don't score a whole lot of points. Matter of fact, these guys aren't even averaging 70 points a game. And they've also been little threat shooting it from three-land. Now, Texas Southern's currently making just 31% of their three-pointers for the entire season. They're taking on a Corpus Christi team who does a real nice job getting to the hoop themselves. The Islanders are averaging 77 points a game. And they also got the W in 7 out of their last 8 ball games. And when it comes to covering the point spread, well, these guys failed to cover the number only twice since February 10th. Certainly getting hot at the right time here. Now, Isaac Mashila, he's scoring 13.5 points per contest for the Islanders, along with 9.5 big rebounds. Now, the 6'5 junior is also making 54% of his field goals. Meanwhile, Terrion Murdix is making nearly 40% of his three-pointers himself. He's also averaging just about double-digit points a game. Both of those guys have started in all 34 of the Islanders' games this year. Just for reference. I mean, these guys are they're gamers, and they typically don't get hurt. But anyway, moving on. A couple more things to add here about Corpus Christi. One, they rebound the basketball quite well. They're actually in the top 30 in the nation in offensive boards per game. Meanwhile, defensively on the other end of the court, these guys are limiting their competition to just 31% shooting from three-land. So this could be a real tough night for the Tigers shooting the deep ball. And out of Corpus Christi's last 8 neutral site contests this season, they got the outright W 7 times. Now, total-wise, 5 out of those 8 neutral site contests for Corpus Christi fell under the posted number. Matter of fact, the Owls went 5-2 to the under in their last 7 outings at any location. Meanwhile, Texas Southern went 14-7 to the under in all of their contests away from home this season themselves. And that's good for nearly 70% in that category. I'm going to lean toward the underdogs in this one. Give me Texas A&M Corpus Christi +4. And the under 135.5. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup of the show. It is going to be Indiana versus Wyoming. That's going to be a 9:10 Eastern tip-off in the same building as the game we just talked about. Indiana's -4 with the total at 132.5. Now, we saw early movement toward the Hoosiers and the over in this one. Indiana opened 3.5 up to 4. Number open 132 up to 132 and a hook. And speaking of the total in this one, both teams have played exceptionally tough defense this year. And because of that, we're looking at a Wyoming team who went 12-6 to the under in all of their contests away from home this season. Now, the Cowboys also saw unders more recently against the likes of UNLV, Nevada, and Colorado State. Meanwhile, Indiana, on the other side, they saw 3 out of their last 5 fall under the line themselves. Unders against the likes of Illinois, Purdue, and Rutgers. And when it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game's being featured as my college basketball tier package bet on BrockPage.com. And the link for that play is in the description section below. So if you want to see whether I'm betting on Indiana laying the 4, or if I like Wyoming catching a couple of baskets, there's only one way to find out, and that's to sign up for my college basketball tier package bet on BrockPage.com. Where once again, guys, we are 5-0 in our last 5 bets in that package. But as far as making a free pick goes for this contest, I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the under 132.5 in that ball game. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on BrockPage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that if you continue to opt in. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on BrockPage.com, you're going to get access to that content all the way through the end of March. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet that I give out on that website, you're going to want to think about signing up for my board member package. Board members not only get access to the board member tier pick itself, you actually get full total access to every single package that I offer on that website all the way through the end of March. It's an all-inclusive membership. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total, or at least most of the games for that matter. And what I do on my website is, well, actually share with you which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, guys, we currently have over 870 members who are signed up and on that website right now. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Now, as you notice, we didn't go through any of the NIT games here today. Really didn't like the slate. Plus, on top of it, I really just don't care for wagering on games that don't matter. So we're not going to rule out the NIT completely, but chances are you're probably not going to see many NIT picks for me. Although we're not ruling it out. Never say never. There could be a spot that I really like, but for the most part, don't be looking forward to full breakdowns of NIT action. But anyway, guys, once again, most importantly, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at BrockPage.com.